We never asked the Quizard to suck us up into his liminal pit. But every week he sucks us up and we're starting to get tired of it. We don't feed him facts, we'll die, and so we try to satisfy him, even though the guy's a piece of shit. So we learn, we absorb, we do not touch the orb as it jizz of Quizard's pit.
Oh! Oh, boy. Ah! You all right?
Yeah. I passed out. You ever seen those videos of the people on the roller coasters where they go,
Oh, and then they just sort of, yeah. Well, we're back in the pit. We have friends here.
There's people here.
2 people in the pit.
Hey.
We have Chris Tcholakian and Jake Ellenbogen from the Everything Now show. Welcome in. Welcome to the Quizard's Pit.
Thanks for having us. Scary.
It's really not up to us.
Frightening.
It's not up to us, but we're always, I think the Quizard knows to suck up people who we enjoy.
Thank you, Quizard.
Thank you, Quizard.
It's great to be here.
But we say by the Quizard's whim, we have been brought together.
Blessed by your presence.
Anyway, welcome into the Quizard's Pit. This is the weekly, project, experiment. It really is just happening to us where every single week we get sucked up into the Quizard's Pit by an evil space wizard and he makes us give him 3 facts each. I mean, between the two of us, 6 facts total.
About a given topic.
About whatever the topic is. Anyway, before we know what we're getting into, how are you all? Tell us about Everything Now show. We know, obviously. We've been on it a couple of times.
We love it.
But we love it.
Tell the folks about it.
Well, thank you. We love having you on it. Thank you for knowing about our show. Not many people do.
Yeah. I feel like more and more people know about it.
Yeah,
You're hearing about it more and more.
You're hearing about it more and more. It's a thing that people like to go, I've heard about that.
Yeah.
You all need to know this. Everybody loves you.
Really?
Yeah.
That's huge for me right now.
Boy, we needed that.
And Adam,
I think this has been great.
We needed
All right, we'll see you guys later.
We said the name of our show. You said everyone loves us.
this is why people make you do that at the end.
Yeah. Why else am I here?
I would say that every time I bring up Everything Now show, people go, I love that. Because it's such a unique experience. We didn't tell people at all what it was.
That's maybe
you
for the
completely
best.
rejected everything we were trying to do there. But it's a live and it's internet.
It's internet.
It's live and it's internet.
He's right.
That's so
It's
true.
all the things you love if you're watching this show.
Yeah.
That's true. You must use the internet to do this.
It's a live interactive comedy show on Twitch.
Yes.
Where the
And
viewers and YouTube, where the viewers can affect the show in real time. And then we have a bunch of funny people who come in and we all kind of just screw around for about 90 minutes.
And you do it damn near every night. At this
do
point,
it a lot.
Is it 5 nights a week right now?
It's 5 nights a week. 2 of them are like network shows where now some of the regulars who would come on have their own shows. But yeah, it's all the time.
I love the I love when you all do the show, but I love the network shows, the new shows that pop on there.
It is very cool. It is very cool to see because we were like the only, especially when we first started, like everything on Twitch was just video games or walking around.
Yes.
And so we were the only kind of like comedy thing.
Oh, suck tube.
Yeah, you can grab that.
Yeah, thank you.
Whoa,
Pass
Jake,
it over
good
here.
grab.
There you go.
This is how the
Mnemonic.
Quizard. I keep calling him the wizard.
Not pneumatic.
Pneumatic.
Pneumatic is how you remember things.
Yeah.
Wish I had one for pneumatic.
Okay, so pneumat. I was here when you said the wrong one.
Perfect.
So
pneumatic. He pronounces
There's a pneumatic.
Pneumatic.
Oh, I mean,
Pneumatic.
He's always getting too. Here's a note from the
This is all
Quizard.
staying in, right?
Yeah,
we're kind of leaving it all.
How's it going, guys? Oh, me, I'm vibing. Pretty bored lately. Thinking about getting back into model cars. Any thoughts on that? Is that the topic?
I don't have anything on
Back
model
into
cars.
it.
Model
there's
cars like
more.
little tiny ones.
Like
The ones you make,
I think so.
Today, you're joined by Chris Tcholakian and Jake Ellenbogen, 2/4 of the live stream comedy improv group Everything Now show.
There you go.
He's right.
That's correct.
I guess
Nailed
he's
that.
a viewer. I don't know why I sucked them up for this particular episode, but I bet they have thoughts. Anyway, today you're talking about public restrooms. Give me 6 of the coolest facts you can come up with, and please keep it clean. People eat watching this. Catch you later,
I do
the Quizard.
appreciate that.
That is
I
nice. That was
appreciate
my
that.
dream.
Yeah.
You
Now,
dreamed about you did dream about it.
I did have a dream. Maybe it was serendipity or something else, kismet. a third word that means the same thing. But yeah,
it was the Quizard's
that I was
whim,
in a public restroom.
Quizard's whim, Quizard's. Yeah, it was the Quizard's whim. You had a dream that you were in a public restroom. And you can draw on a lot of real life, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I've been in a lot of them.
Now, I really appreciate the Quizard saying keep it clean. Now we're going to do our best.
I think it's going to be tough to keep it clean, much like a public restroom.
God, dude, that's so true.
I'll just say real quick, my dream was that I was at my boss's house at a dinner party and all my friends from high school were there. And I was going, what are you all doing here? You don't know my boss. And then they all said, we're here because you're in trouble. And I went, that's not good. So I start wandering through the house and then this kind of, which I'm now understanding, this guy who was kind of playing with Hot Wheels upstairs is like, hey man, you want to get out of here? It seems kind of crazy here right now, right? And I was
the Quizard has never been this.
Yeah, this is very exciting.
He revealed himself to you.
Okay, whoever's running the Quizard's Pit wiki, it's no one yet. Someone start it, but then make sure that this is canon.
Yes.
This is a huge device.
So there's one thing we've learned from our show is that it's awesome to have a bunch of people who are really into the lore. It's not annoying.
So he said, you want to get out of here.
Yeah, he went, you want to get out of here? And I went, I think I do. It's kind of stressful in here. And then one of his cars turned big and we started driving away.
What kind of car was it? An El Camino? Please.
It was, yes.
Thank you.
Oh, what?
That's exciting. So public restrooms, what's your experience with public restrooms? Ever been in one?
A lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm someone who I'll use a public restroom. I don't care at all.
I don't care at all either.
Yeah.
I used to not be that
Well,
way.
it depends on what I'm planning to do in there.
I'm only doing 2 things in there and I don't care about either of them. You know, I used to
the restroom.
Well, no,
screaming at the top of your lungs.
punching a mirror. I used to be the kind of person who would make a little toilet paper seat.
Yeah, I used to do that.
And then at a certain point, I was like, the butt is good.
Not only that,
the butt's got me.
I found when I would try to make the toilet paper seat, especially if you're describing where you don't have the like.
No,
thing you pull out.
I actually prefer a little
Rolls of
toilet paper seat as to the doctor's office.
I would argue you're probably touching the toilet more.
You're interacting with the terms more.
If you're doing it exactly right, you're just placing them down and you're not touching it. But there's variables where you can get a finger on the toilet.
I was
seat.
lifting up the seat, wrapping it,
mummifying the toilet seat.
Now, okay, we haven't gotten anything gross yet, and I think when we think we're going to say something gross, let's just tell the audience.
Right.
But I do that. I still do that. And here's why. Because I don't care if it like falls off or whatever, because it will oftentimes. Yeah. It's some of these breezy restrooms, and you want a breezy restroom.
Yes.
So ideally you put it on and it flies away.
Well, there's the generally the ones the covers that are like pre-made that you pull out.
Those suck.
Those have the middle tongue.
Oh my
God. That you break and you let it hang into the water so that when it flushes, it pulls it down.
That's what
it's for.
Yeah.
I
remember when I
eat that.
It's like a mint. Why are they minty then?
But I always like you think, okay, I'm gonna sit on this seat. It's just germs, whatever. You put the toilet, but then you put the paper towel down, or the toilet paper, excuse me, and then you see all these wet spots.
I usually, if I'm doing that, I'll, in my past when I was more concerned about it, I don't like droplets on the seat. If I see droplets on the seat, I'll get a small wad of TP so that, there's no contact between me and the seat. Give it a quick wipe.
Yeah.
Chuck it in.
Every now and then I'll still throw a little TP on the seat, but for the most part, the butt is, it's
a built-in toilet seat.
Basically, what's going to happen if a germ crawls up my butthole?
Yeah.
Well,
nothing.
That would be bad.
No, because that's where nasty warning for them.
I really agree.
But like, that's where you got to think, that's where all the most like gross shit in your body
already is.
So if it's going up the other way, that part of your body's like, we're used to germs. We're used to
bring them in. We'll shoot them back out.
Yeah.
I guess that's true. I was growing up for a long, long time. A guy who would only, go go one in the public restroom. But you really free yourself, and
your
life,
body changes.
Your life becomes so much better when you stop doing.
You gotta let yourself
preventing yourself from
get in there, just
get
go
in
nuts.
there.
The one thing though is the public restroom does not have optimal wiping utensils. When I'm in my home base,
utensils.
my
Tongs.
my tongs, my ass spatula. Are you guys not rocking with the ass spatula? Everybody was talking
Nasty
about
warning,
bidets.
nasty warning.
The public restroom doesn't have the wipes, doesn't have the. You're really dealing with
in America for sure.
in America. You're dealing with toilet paper and typically
Really bad.
pretty much the worst possible toilet
One
paper.
ply.
And that
Bust right through that stuff.
it's the act of nasty warning shitting
It's vulnerable.
is vulnerable. It's that part. Fine, whatever. Sitting on the seat, no problem. But wiping with the one ply toilet paper is, I think, something that will make me, if it's an edge case and I'm like, I could probably hold it till I get home. That would be something that makes me be like, I would rather poop in the comfort of my own home because of the wiping, the cleanup process, more so than the actual like sitting on a
cleanup
toilet.
I think
process
off
makes it
that-
sound like a very crazy situation in your house.
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing.
Well, the cleaning, nasty
cleaning.
warning
I
your
call
ass.
we call it damage control in the Ellenbogen home.
Off that, I feel like for me, something I'm clocking in the public restroom is like, is the sink situation okay?
Yeah.
Because if
That's the harbinger, really.
because it's like, again, same things like, oh, okay, I can go sit there. We can go do all the gross stuff that's got to happen.
Yeah.
But as long as I can get some antibacterial hand soap on my hands, wash that off.
That's a great point. You got to
Then
get the
I'm
whole
like,
thing out.
then I'm like, everything's fine.
You really do.
But what
gotta
about your
game it all.
ass?
I'm not touching my ass. The only time
I'm not talking about the cleanliness. I'm talking about you get up and you've used one ply toilet and you haven't been able to fully clean your ass because you're.
Well, you
just
gotta put the work
Yeah,
in.
you can
It's
get
a
it
cleanup process,
Yeah.
as you
I
said.
think a dry piece of paper, there's no amount of wiping that you can do to get
It
your
is
ass satisfactorily clean.
It is an absolutely baffling sort of cultural acceptance here
That
in
we-
America.
yeah.
That we're like, dry paper, that'll do it.
And once
any
you,
other part of your body that you wash.
If you got honey all over your hands,
That's what I'm saying.
and you're like, well, let me just wipe this off with some paper towels. You got some sticky fingers, brother.
is it like honey for you?
a little bit just like honey? That's what that song
That's
is
what
about.
I'm
right?
saying. We don't clean any other part of our body with just a dry piece of paper.
Yeah.
Every other part of cleanliness involves some sort of water or soap.
but
blow your
there's-
nose with tissues. That's
That's true.
dry. And that's probably for me. It's the exact same substance.
You have to get a bidet. Everyone needs to get a bidet.
I have a
Maybe
friend
you
who
get
has
sponsored.
the Japanese smart toilet,
Yeah.
and that one
It talks.
it talks. It's your friend.
Yeah. It's got
That's
Claude
got the-
built into it.
Those have the nice the warming air as
The
well.
warming air. So it does the spray,
Dries you off.
then it dries, and the seats are warm too.
I don't really trust the drying aspect. Because even with the bidet, you got to use a little toilet paper just to make sure.
The drying
To
is
dry.
good. They
But
used
you
to
don't
have
use
those
anywhere
toilets
near as
at
much.
Major Domo in LA, that restaurant.
Uh-huh.
And I think they stopped working, so I stopped going there.
That's something that I learned in my public restroom research is that there are a lot of efforts to do this in America.
They stopped
and they
servicing the
just
toilets.
Keep giving it up.
Yeah.
Can I ask definitionally what is a pub? Where does the line in a public restroom go? Do you need to? Is it a place you can use the restroom without spending money?
I don't think that's. I think it can be a public restroom if it costs money, but I don't think it should.
That was one of the facts that I.
Do you want to get into it? We're in fact.
I guess
No,
it's
that's not one of my facts,
Here's a
but-
question.
What did you
The
just
movie
say?
theater
And then you said it's
bathroom.
not that.
Well, that used to be. They used to cost money.
Till you would like put a quarter in to use
Yeah,
it.
sometimes
In
they
Europe,
still
it
do.
still works like that.
Yeah.
in
Oh,
a
really?
lot of places.
Yeah.
There aren't a lot of places though. You put like a similar to like when you get a grocery cart in some
Yes,
places
and
you
they
put a
give
quarter
the
and you get it back.
Yes.
But you want it back.
It's like a deposit.
Though I guess you wouldn't need that for a
It's
bathroom.
like if I go too crazy in here, you keep the quarter.
you did not complete the cleanup process.
you do not get it out.
but so a movie theater bathroom is that a public
bathroom.
restroom?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I interpret a public
Okay.
bathroom to mean anything other than someone's in
Home.
someone's private
Yeah.
home
Okay.
or apartment.
Yeah,
That
well,
I- that-
this is such a good We have to get to
or
the
a
bottom of
hotel room, which is different.
I-
Hotel room, obviously,
Ooh,
yeah,
hotel
it's not
room
a public.
private.
Yeah, it's private.
Have you guys ever worked a job where you had to clean a public restroom?
Yes.
Yeah.
I used to work
That's
at
wild,
a theater.
man. Me
A
too.
comedy theater.
I used to work at a movie theater, and there was some stuff going on there.
We had a really funny thing.
That makes sense.
The theater I worked at used to be a children's theater that
Yeah.
got converted into just like a
Adult
clown theater. But one day, like I'd been working there for like a year and I was in the bathroom restocking everything and I went, why is that toilet so small? And I just grab one of my coworkers and I go, well, look at the toilet. It's so tiny. And it was children's toilets still in there to this day.
crazy.
If you go to the Allegiant Theater, you can go into the bathroom and you'll be like, that's kid toilet. That's a toilet for a little child.
I wonder if I'm trying to think back on all the times I've been there if I've ever used the restroom.
I don't think I have.
I spent a full year working there, not realizing
Your
this.
brain wouldn't let you see it.
Yeah, I was just every day going and using the toilet.
That's crazy.
And
Or
not
you were
being,
just
like,
using that
normal.
toilet and thinking, I guess I'm pretty
huge.
big.
Well, that's the thing is like you two are pretty tall. I think I'd be like, this one's just for me.
Finally, a toilet for
I
me.
can put my feet on the ground on this one.
I don't even need the squatty potty. Y'all rocking with the squatty potty?
No,
at all?
I've heard good things.
Everybody says it's good.
I
don't know.
used to have one. I really
I
like
used to have one.
this is a part of my life that I think is very important to me, which is why I have a bidet in both restrooms in our apartment.
Wow.
But
Is that water cold? Does it heat it up?
you can do a heated one. I don't think you need it.
You like the cold water back there.
Yeah.
Up
Gives you a
there.
little wake up.
Yeah, you gotta go.
Yeah.
All right, and honestly, you don't even think about it. It's LA. Like how are you ever like that cold?
That's a good point.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I used to have a squatty potty, and then I was like, this is just getting dirty. This is just getting like my shoes or like my socks
Wait,
just
your shoes
catching
in the
lint
bathroom?
and stuff.
You got bathroom shoes?
I don't like to do it, but sometimes I have to go.
Y'all take your pants off when you poop? Nasty warning. Y'all take your pants off when you poop?
No.
No.
You don't know about this? You should
What-
try it sometime.
Like one,
Sometimes, actually, if I'm not like showering, but like if I'm going to be taking my pants off anyway, I will take my pants fully off to poop just because sometimes you need to widen your stance a little bit.
freeing. Give it a try next
Okay,
time.
I'll do
Next time you're pooping.
Oh, you're
Just
saying
go-
fully off, hang them up.
Winnie the Pooh it. Hang them up. You hang them up where you would like
No,
put the towels.
I
on
thought
the door.
this was weird when Chris originally said it, but now that I'm thinking about it, sometimes it is
Sort of
nice in the
starting a
privacy of your
revolution
own
here.
home.
You should
Yeah.
try it. Just
What?
try it.
Say you want a revolution.
That's what that song was
Take
about.
off your pants.
You know it's spreading because you're like at a movie theater one day washing your hands and then the hands just flap
Big
over.
dungarees.
That
You're like,
reminds me
wow.
of the Mr. Bean public restroom scene.
Oh,
one of
what's
the
this
funniest
one?
fucking things. You gotta watch the Mr. Bean when he has to go change his pants in the public restroom.
I don't remember that one. And I'm pretty bean pilled.
It's so good.
Bean.
I remember him in the hotel when he loses all his clothes and he goes under the rug and stuff.
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I gotta look
Taking
this
your
up.
pants fully off to poop different than taking your pants down past your butt to pee at the urinal.
Now that is
That is something that people do sometimes.
I love to see that.
I love to see that.
It's just so
When do you
funny.
see
Grown ass
it?
man at the like you
I've
see
never
it.
seen grown man. When I was
I've
like
seen it a
in
couple
the
times.
second
I've
grade,
seen it a few times.
This is the
That's
worst
crazy.
episode we've ever done.
I've seen it and I marvel at it. I think it's almost like what an interesting like
I love
anthropological.
People
When
say
Moment
they
of
see it,
Superman.
but I kind of think like an adult doing that is a bit like a cryptid where I go, you didn't see that.
I think an adult.
I
doing
have seen that.
I think an adult doing that, you have reason to say like you should go to jail, buddy. Like
Yeah,
like you
yeah.
are.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
You think they're like an exhibitionist?
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe they
Well,
just never learned. Maybe they just never learned.
Maybe they never.
That's what I always assume.
Another thing I think we haven't really touched on about public restrooms is the community element of it.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I brought up movie theaters earlier, and I think that's a great example of how nice is it after a movie to go use the restroom, and there's like 8 people in there, and
Yeah.
everyone's
Hear all
kind of
the
talking about the
chit-chat.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in the megaplexes, you got to be careful because you don't know who's in there.
Oh, the spoiler, like the pre.
spoiler,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
But you
the
can
people
kind
who
of find your herd. You know, you find your herd in there.
Well, because you're
I thought
leaving
you
the
were
movie
gonna-
with them a
I
lot
thought
of
you were
Yeah.
going to be like, if you're speaking poorly of the movie, the director might be.
Oh, yeah. If you're in LA,
you never know.
They
When
might
I
be in
went
the
and saw
stall.
when I went and saw Weapons, I went to the restroom and because I went to the premiere of Weapons, got invited, not my own invite.
Must be nice.
No, it was not. That's why I
It
said
wasn't
that.
nice.
It
Must
wasn't
be
nice. I actually had the worst seats possible.
okay.
Anyway, Josh Brolin went in there to pee next to me. And
Did you look?
He pulls his ass. He pulls his pants down past his ass.
I peed next to this was at the Nosferatu premiere. I did get invited to that.
Must be nice.
Must be nice.
It was really nice. Peed next to Alexander Skarsgård.
Whoa. He's not.
He's tall.
He's not the guy.
Did he drop trowel?
No.
That's Bill.
Bill's in the movie. Alexander was there.
Alexander's the one
With
from
Stellan.
Succession.
Yeah, he's in Succession.
Mhm.
Okay. All right.
He's
placing them now.
what the hell else is he in? Big Little Lies?
What is Stellan? He's a dad?
Stellan's the dad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Golly.
He
What
was
a
there
family.
too. And so was Jack McBrayer because
They
him
were
and
all
Alexander
there for Nosferatu.
Yeah.
That
Isn't that
makes
sweet?
me want to cry.
It was
That is
beautiful.
really
and they were all
beautiful.
chatting and having fun.
I'm realizing I peed next to Christian Bale once. And
What?
This is making me realize, like, it's got to be crazy to be a level of famous where just the fact that you peed near someone is
Yeah.
like
Now
an
on a
anecdote they're
podcast.
carrying
I
with
know.
them
It's
forever.
really fun.
Yeah.
I've
guess
never
it-
peed next to any celebrity.
Aw.
Not that I'm
th-
aware
For
of.
me, I was a production
No,
assistant.
I feel
So
bad.
if you're a production assistant, you're not allowed to.
What was the project?
Vice.
Vice.
Adam
Wait,
Vice.
Hey, movie.
Oh, was he all done up?
That time he wasn't because this was just the camera test, but there was so one time I was when they were shooting it on the Sony lot. Eventually, it all started once they did all the locations.
Hollywood.
Hollywood. They were like, you need to bring a ginger ale to set for Christian, and I was like, okay. And they put a straw because they're like,
Yeah,
it's full.
makeup and everything.
So I go over to the sound stage and I'm looking around and I'm like, I don't see the guy. And I'm standing next to this old guy. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And then he goes, I think that's for me. And I look up and I'm like, oh, here you go. And
That's funny, dude.
I was like inches away from him. And I was like, here, yeah, for sure.
Totally.
And then I'm like, gosh, that was scary. All right, let me get out of here. I'm going to grab some Crafty on the way out. I'm like beelining towards the exit. I go to grab the Crafty. Production designer goes, do not touch that.
Aww.
Everyone in the soundstage stops, looks at me. He goes, those are props. I look over. I'm like in the shot.
Oh my
It's
God.
like a scene where there's like a little breakfast spread.
Yeah.
The
That's
Danish,
very
which
good.
is actually like it's like a motif in the movie. But anyway,
Damn,
I was
that
like,
was-
sorry. And then I just like sprinted out of the,
He just kept running.
yeah, I was like
Out of the
21,
studio.
sweating.
That's mean.
It was
And Christian
he,
Bale
he
walks
actually
up and it's
came
like,
to
"Where's
me
my
the next
ginger?"
day and apologized.
That's
Oh,
great.
that's-
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
said, like, you don't have to. That's fine. I was like, I'm a big stupid idiot. And he was like, no.
You
no.
do have to. Film sets are so crazy high stress.
Yeah.
Everybody is working to not get fired.
Yeah.
So I can not condoning, but I can understand being like popping off. But it's nice that you apologize.
Yeah.
You
It
have
was
to.
it was nice of him. He didn't need to, but it was still nice.
He did need to, and he was wrong to do it. And I think it's okay now.
It was like even there were some people from Annapurna, which was the
Mhm.
like so there's just like these people wearing, $8,000 shirt
Yeah.
or whatever. And they were just like, wow, that's funny. Wow. Can you believe that? And they're all like talking to each other. Like, can you believe this guy just did that? And I'm like sprinting away.
We got to get into our facts.
We do.
Let's talk facts.
So how this will work is that we're going to read off these facts. We'll ask you if you know about them ahead of time.
Okay.
If you do, feel free to interject. Feel free to interject at any time. But if you, maybe not mid-sentence,
I just might.
if you think
No
you know what we're
promises.
talking about, go ahead. But it'll become quite obvious very quickly. I think that's all I have to say.
Great.
You want to go first?
Yeah, sure. I guess I'll get my nastiest one out of the way.
Okay, nasty warning.
It's a nasty one. We'll just get it out of here. My first fact is about the Palace of Versailles.
Okay.
And I guess this is a bit of a topsy-turvy fact because it's not really about public restrooms so much as the lack thereof. When they built the Palace of Versailles, obviously
yeah, why
there were a
would
lot
they
of
have
people
done that?
going in and out every day. 1,000 people there, every day.
Sorry, the Palace of Versailles was not a home?
It was, but it was also a place
Offices?
where people would meet and
I see. Okay,
socialize. And
Is it one of those things where it's like if you have a palace big enough, it's also like a place for people to look around, but you live in it too? kind of thing?
basically, yeah.
Or like the White House, where it's like part of it's a house, but part of it is like where government and all that other shit is
makes
kind of
sense.
like
Yeah,
That's a
happening.
really
they're holding
much
a
better
lot of
comp.
meetings and
Yeah.
people are, strategizing and there's power brokering going on.
Awesome.
Anyway, there weren't a lot of restrooms.
Interesting.
There are about 1,000 people there every day. And people would just shit in the hallways.
In the hallways.
And then the help would clean it up.
Yes.
The help.
Servants, commoners who came to look at their monarch, even the aristocrats would occasionally relieve themselves in corners and courtyards.
That makes more sense.
Louis XIV put a rule in place and made sure that the hallways were cleaned every week.
Week is crazy. Day 5 of just a big ass shit in the middle of the hallway.
Somebody will get to that at least in the next 2 days.
Also, to be like one of the peasants at this time, you're like, you want to go shit at the Palace of Versailles?
Yeah.
Let's go shit on the floor.
What year was this in like a main operation?
Had to be 1700s. Is my guess. When was Louis XIV reigning? When did that?
Talking about true love is blind. That was Louis XIV.
Yes, you're right. You're right.
I just talked about Louis XVIII.
Louis XIV was he died in 1715. So
Okay.
Wow.
He was monarch from 1643 to 1715. Damn, what a reign! They cut his
1643?
fucking head off, right?
That's a long
Yeah.
He was a boy king. Is
No,
as
yeah,
far
Okay,
as that
yeah,
makes
yeah.
sense.
That's how
Boy
it goes
king.
with them.
Yeah,
We need a new
he was
boy
born in
king.
1638, so he was
boy
5.
king. So boy king.
Yeah.
I don't have anything going off of that.
So boy king.
Saboyking.
So boy king.
Yeah, what else you got there?
Saboyking. Down in Illinois.
Yeah.
So he made sure they cleaned it every week with a special note for looking for feces. And then they also moved a bunch of potted orange trees into the palace to help with the smell.
Again, it's like
Just
that's
clean
a good
the shit.
solution. Yeah, I'm like, why are
It's just a
you?
pile of shit they're pushing a
Like,
potted.
well, what can we do about this shit? Why don't we just put a bunch of trees inside?
Hey, I'm gonna go outside and get something. Should I grab the shit while I'm doing it? No, just bring trees back in.
It's really interesting. So I have this problem with like when I watch old movies from like the 20s, 30s, 40s, you are reminded of how modern that time actually was.
Yes, I was about to bring this up.
Modern times.
Yeah. But then and that happens like that's not that long ago that people were just shitting in the hallways of a building.
Yeah.
And so you're like,
that happened to AMC theaters in South Barrington when I was cleaning the toilet.
I guess people still do it.
It is that thing though where you're like, oh, we could build palaces,
Yeah.
but then we were like doing leech treatments still. You know, it's like
Yeah.
just these weird things where it's like we really figured that out a long time ago.
Right.
We still haven't quite cracked what's going on
Exactly.
inside our bodies.
Truly anachronistic shit.
Well,
It's
there's
like, what's
stuff
the
for sure
shit?
happening now that will look back. Like to me, like the one I think about right now a lot is like the driving cars. Where
Yeah.
like pretty soon we're gonna have self-driving cars, and people are gonna be like, "Can you believe that we used to let 16-year-olds like drive 2,000-pound pieces of? You just like take one
Just
test,
kill
and you
people
could drive,
every-
Yeah.
And people are like, well, that sounds really dangerous. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
People are dying constantly all the time, but it was the only way.
Yeah, I get that. Like maybe in the future, people will be like, and like they didn't used to have term limits. So like the people in the government were like 85, 90 years old. They were just running the country. It was crazy.
I think phones are gonna turn people's brains into garbage too.
Yeah.
I think everyone's we're gonna get like 20 or 30 years into this, and they're gonna be like, oh boy.
Is that the extent of the?
The only other thing, at the end of the day, a lot of courtiers would rush out to the lawns at dusk once it dark fell to piss all over the lawns. Yeah, there are even reports of like certain princesses who would be like walking around, they just like piss themselves, and people would have to clean it up while they were walking through the
I
palace.
wouldn't want even if what a level of opulence to be like. I don't mind having piss on myself.
Whatever.
Also, just like while you're walking, like, don't you want to kind of stop and have a moment? Like,
You would think so, but I guess
Too busy.
if you could do it, if they let you do it.
what were they doing back then? Back then, you
They
were
had
like,
so much
today
time.
I'm going to take a bath.
Yeah,
like, you're
yeah.
like, that's my activity.
Maybe that's
Like,
why.
Yeah.
Maybe
I learned in research for another topic that might pop up a couple of times that like rich people were just exclusively eating sugar all the time. They were just all the time eating like cupcakes and ice cream.
And then they would be like, oh, you're so sick. We need to give you cocaine.
Yeah.
It's just a child's interpretation of what being a king would be like, but they were really doing it.
It really, Ronald Reagan eating jelly beans all the fucking time. And maybe the current.
Did he
president.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
He
he
had
was-
jelly beans?
That
Well,
was
that's
like the one thing I know about it.
That's very
That is
endearing.
like not the worst thing about it. I'm going to go off. I'm going to keep talking about the French.
Go off.
That's French, right?
Versailles is French.
I'm going to keep talking about the French and the pissoir. The pissoir.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about? Anyone know what the pissoir?
I don't.
I don't think so.
Not sure.
Okay, this is exciting then for all of us. Except for me, I already know what I'm talking about.
Right.
The pissoir were public freestanding urinals in Paris that were designed to keep people from peeing on buildings and streets. And only like really, this is like introduced in 1830. So what, 500, like 50 years, 100 years?
100 years. Yeah.
Where they were like, we stopped pooping in the hallway. Let's stop peeing in the streets.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Peeing in the street, not, I feel like.
Peeing in the street, peeing in the street.
That doesn't seem like as big of a problem to me. Obviously, I don't think you should do it, but I guess piss can get pretty rank.
Who among us in college walking back from a party, you're doing the backwards walk? You know about this?
Oh, I've never done a walk.
Okay.
Yeah, I've done.
You know about this? You heard of this?
Yeah.
What?
We went to college together. This was a thing I feel like we saw a lot.
saying all the princesses are walking and peeing.
Yeah.
You're drunk. You're walking back from like a house party in college, and
you just do a backwards walk.
You start walking because you don't want to like say your friends like, you know, go on without me. So you're just walking backwards, pissing on the sidewalk.
That's pretty cool.
What? That's
really cool.
crazy. You went to college together, so this was a specific. This is a thing for that college.
Maybe it was. Maybe
I don't
it was,
know that.
I don't know.
It was also we went to college in California, so I think it's probably a warm.
Did you go
weather
to?
thing.
Where'd you go?
Maybe we went to Chapman.
Yeah, so like 20% of Hollywood is just going to be pissing in the streets, walking backwards in the next 15 years.
Yeah,
we could do that in Chicago. Too cold.
No,
that's what I'm
freeze
thinking.
up
During
freeze it right
year.
up.
I think
pee on the third line.
You know, you got to pee outside sometimes. Like you got.
Sure.
I love to pee outside.
My cousin had a really funny one. Luckily, he wasn't near a school or anything, but he like got out of the subway. He's like, I got to pee so unbelievably bad. Like I can't make it home. He sprints to this alleyway. He starts peeing. Cop immediately right there. He's like, hey, you're not allowed to do this. My cousin's just like, I understand. Like, do what you got to do. I'm going to finish peeing. And so he's just taking this long piss while this cop is writing him a ticket standing next to him. And he's just like, it's cool, man. Just give it to me. I gotta do this. I'm sorry.
I really like moments like that where it's like, well, we're just going to go through the motions.
That's
you can't stop
humanity.
it. Like when you're like, when in movies, when people pull up and they go, tow it. And then they throw it. It's gotta be.
That's good when they throw the keys.
I saw, speaking of restrooms in public and the lack thereof, I watched a documentary. You might have seen it, called 95 Miles to Go. It was a tour documentary by Ray Romano when he was doing a stand-up thing with, trying to remember who the other guy was.
Oh, I think I did see it.
It's pretty interesting, but they just like bring along like a film student who just films and makes a documentary. But Ray Romano rents a hotel room to go take a shit.
That's incredible.
And I was like, that rocks, man.
Play.
Really cool.
Do y'all remember the last time you pissed outside? Most recent?
It's been a long time. I get really feared of, catching like a case because, people go, well, his dick's out.
My most recent time, my girlfriend and I have started doing this thing on weekends where we
This is exciting start to the story.
She didn't pee at all. But we started doing this thing where we will go to like LA open houses for like $12 million homes and just walk around and pretend we want to buy them so that we can just sort of like have an excuse to walk around in really fancy houses
with your monocle.
So we bought fake wedding rings to make it look like we're an actual married couple, so that it's more plausible that we would be in the market for a home.
Yeah.
So we would do this on the weekend.
Did her fake ring have a big? You got to get.
Because we're like, we need to be the type of people,
exactly.
which also I'm rocking up in like a piece of shit old Ford Fusion, so like I'm parking it like way up the street and then walking up.
In Los Angeles, though, you never can tell.
That's kind of. She's like, we're like, you could be an OnlyFans model and just be like, richer than God. But we would go to these houses and like, I Googled like, what is the etiquette for like pissing and shitting during an open house, because you're in a house, and also these houses are like 6, 7
They got
bedroom,
a lot of bathrooms.
10 like you can be it's awful. You can
cutting to the wide and 3 of us doing that. It's disgusting.
You could very easily find a bathroom in this place where there's but it's like, how they might know, I don't know. So we had toured this beautiful, opulent estate way up in the hills, like off in like Laurel Canyon, and I had to piss so bad. And we're just going into empty bathroom after empty bathroom. And I'm just like,
I could really make it happen.
I could just let it right here. But I resisted. And then immediately after we left, we drove 2 feet up to a hike. And because that's also, you're in Laurel Canyon. There's
nowhere to go. Yeah. Except for that one little place, that one general store.
Right. Yes. There's like a tiny little, but yeah, we just pulled off to the side of the road and I walked like 50 yards up a hike and just like pissed on
that. Seems to be
LA's got,
you did remind me the last time I did it. I
what did you do?
I was in Mexico and we were going to the airport and they let you drink in the taxis there.
Nice.
So I did.
When Sarah and I went to Mexico, we got in the taxi and they had beer.
Gave you
they
beer.
had beer. Yeah. I was really excited.
I don't know if it's legal, but I think they're like, you're a guest.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I drank a beer and I was like, fuck, I really have to pee. And it was kind of a long drive. And then so like right outside the airport, he was like, you can't make it to the thing. And I was like, dude, I'm so sorry. And I'm doing all this in Spanish.
That's really cool.
Thank you.
Brag. Must be nice.
Must be nice.
I just kept saying lo siento, lo siento. But then he pulled over and I peed and I was like, is this illegal? And he was like, I mean, you gotta go. So
Hell yeah.
Not a really interesting story.
I last peed in public after the Knicks won.
Were you in New York for that?
I was in New York.
I saw your story.
Grew up 3 blocks away from Madison Square Garden.
Wow.
So my block was actually closed during the games because that's where Shaq and Charles Barkley would park.
Whoa.
So one day I was like walking back and I just see Charles Barkley like cutting it through a parking lot. And I was like,
wow, that's cool.
Big guy. But after they won, I just ran downstairs. And I just sort of just disappeared into the crowd.
Were you at the game? Or no. You were living. You were at the.
I just would the big comeback, the 29-point comeback.
Yeah,
I was
crazy.
just at home watching alone. So I ran downstairs and was just out. But then when they won, I was with some friends of mine and we stayed out till like 8 in the morning. So just at various points, I was just peeing on the street.
That's so
you
cool.
kind of get back at it.
Yeah, the cops were busy.
Yeah. Oh my God. It was that was
do
the
whatever
least
of their concern.
I can't even imagine what that city was like.
It was. I mean, I've said it a couple times now, but it was like 9/11 was being undone. And
it's like reverse.
Yeah. It was like you were watching it reverse.
You were watching the towers grow out of the ground.
It really was like guys were walking up to cops and being like, I love you, man.
Yeah. I saw a lot of that. It's really
so crazy.
Nature is healing.
So tell us about. I
didn't even tell you.
No,
you
Peace Walk.
Peace Walk.
Oh, yeah.
They were just freestanding. Basically, they looked like phone booths, but they had. It kind of was just like a little indentation, like cut in, where you would just go in. And like it's
no door or anything. It wasn't. Are they sort of
Some
round
of them
so
had-
everybody can kind of step up to them?
So there was like it looks like a phone booth.
Yeah.
And you just walk in. There's no door. You're basically just huddled in.
Yeah.
And
people can see your back.
Porcelain here? Porcelain with a drain?
No drain.
No drain.
So there was a cistern that people would come and pick up and.
Yeah.
Once a month they would.
And what do you do if you don't have a penis?
It was truly just for men because men
I'd
were
say
the ones
most of
pissing in the
society
streets.
until about 10 years
Was
ago.
just
This was another thing I ran across.
They
Though
were trying
public
to solve an
restrooms were like
epidemic.
not for women for the longest time.
Well, because it wasn't like, I mean, not to sort of like public was not for women. For a
Yeah,
long
they were
time,
like,
you know,
well, they're
like,
at
this was
home.
just
Yeah.
society. Was
And we
just
don't like that.
Yeah.
No.
We're just saying the
Right.
facts.
I love that now anyone can use a public restroom.
Yeah.
There are
And I want that on record.
there are urinals for people without penises.
Oh, I've seen this.
Yeah.
I'm trying to imagine that. Is it sort of like a saddle that you get on?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah,
Kind of.
exactly.
Just comes
Wow.
out.
Can you also use that with a penis?
Presumably.
Probably, yeah.
I guess you could, yeah.
Sounds
but you would
nice.
It's just
you
kind
would,
of
yeah.
stolen valor a little bit.
Yeah.
No, I mean, if no one's using it, whatever.
But
This sounds nice.
they are in like enclosed rooms, and there's like a bunch of them sometimes next to each other.
Wow, cool.
Yeah, but I also read that there was not confusion, but different preferences for how those are used. You could imagine like going to a urinal that we're at all the time, and someone's just back is to it.
Right. I was thinking like
Which
sitting down on it.
It could be either or, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway, the interesting part of this is that they were introduced in the spring of 1830.
Spring.
And
Good time of year for that.
in the summer of 1830, during the French Revolution, they were destroyed to make barricades.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
that feels right.
We're cleaning this place up. Right before the French Revolution.
After in 1843, 400 more were installed by Claude Philibert Barthelot, Comte de Rambuteau, the prefect of the Department of the Seine, and he did a lot and set the groundwork for a lot of the changing of Paris. They called them Rambuteau columns or Colonne Rambuteau. And he said, hey, why don't we call them something else?
Hey, why don't we not name this after me?
He suggested that they call them Vespians, which is now what they're referred to after Titus Flavius Vespianus, who taxed urine.
He taxed urine.
He put a tax on urine used in.
That's smart.
Like I need some of the urine.
They
give me a little bit of extra.
A little bit.
Yeah,
They
you got to
used-
give me 10% of your urine.
People would collect urine from public toilets in Rome and use it for tanning, like leather, I guess.
That's nice.
And he said, if you're going to do that, you're going to pay for it. So that's,
You got to cut me in on
you
that.
gotta
Yes.
cut, no free rides.
This is
here
the
in
house
Rome.
that piss built.
I said, this is the jacket. You like my jacket? It was covered in piss.
So why do the French call it water closet?
I
was wondering if this was like, I guess it's like a little closet.
Did that
or
start
whatever.
with them?
no, because I think in China they call it water closet as well.
Interesting.
And I didn't look this up, so I'm not gonna flash any signs right now. But apparently in China, they do a hand sign when they're gonna go to the restroom, and it's basically it's like a WC or something like that. And I'm not even gonna attempt to make it. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Yeah, I'm gonna blur that just in case.
blur that just in
case. But those are the pissoirs. They are not. There is only one standing in Paris anymore.
Like from that era?
Yeah.
Ooh.
And I'm sure it's not functional. It's more of just like a novelty thing.
Yes, I think so.
Right, because
I'm
someone
seeing
would have to. It's a cistern, right?
Yeah.
So someone would have to be
Emptying
if it were.
I
Yeah.
think that's true. And then there's a similar concept in Amsterdam known as the pea curl. And
Pea curl?
Yeah, it's basically a big metal thing that it curls in on itself, so you get some privacy. You go in.
Oh, I understand.
I
I
see.
thought
Yeah.
you meant like the piss travels, like
That'd be kinda
water
neat.
slide.
Like when you put the
Water
marbles
That'd be
down.
pretty
Seeing
fun.
it go over the street.
Yeah.
Wow. But those are the pissoirs.
I'm trying to think if I've ever used a public restroom. I feel like I've seen them maybe maybe it was Amsterdam, honestly.
Like a freestander.
Yeah. Like where it's just sort of a urinal with a shield, you know?
Yeah.
I think they do have them there.
They do have them there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah. I don't think I used one, but
It's like a urinal, and there's multiple ways because they do also have in Berlin. They have them as well, the kind of pissoirs. But
Swab.
I think that's nice. Give the public if you don't want pee and poo in the streets, give people places to go.
Yes.
It's crazy. I mean, that it's saying that goes, well, yeah, obviously, but there's no infrastructure to do that in this country whatsoever.
Specifically, Los Angeles is like,
Yeah.
we're going to make it so that you don't want to be outside at any time.
Not really the way it should be in my
I didn't include this in my facts, but I was, because it felt kind of tangential, but I was reading, with relation to this, where people are always talking about in the olden days when people were like throwing their chamber pots out of windows and the street was covered in like piss and shit. Not really the case. Maybe people pissed a lot, but everything I was reading was like, no, if you threw shit out your window, they'd be like,
That was
hey,
like a
we're going to
bad
fine you
move.
for,
Yeah.
we know it's
We're gonna
from
kick
your
your
window.
ass.
Don't do that anymore.
Which is good.
Yeah, it does take away a little bit of the agency of people at that time to be like, you think they didn't know shit smelled bad?
Yeah.
Like, you think they
Yeah.
didn't
That was
know,
kind of
like,
the big thing
Yeah.
in these articles I was reading. They were like, people didn't like the smell.
Yeah.
And actually, at the time, they assumed if it smelled bad, it was going to like kill you or
Yeah.
get you sick.
That's what I was kind of talking about. Is it's kind of like a time version of like Orientalism.
Yes.
Where it's like we're going to say that they in the long time ago were acting insane so that we look better now.
Well, it's
Right.
just like a very interesting coincidence that like Europe wrote a lot of the history we know now, and apparently Europe was like the only place doing anything interesting.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
But then you
everywhere
find out that
else
they were
was
shitting
not.
in the hallways
Yeah.
not that long ago. Next fact, please.
Next fact. This is a fun one. I'll save my spooky one for the end.
Ooh, spooky.
So in Amsterdam's Schiphol Airport, which maybe you've been to, there was someone who remembered that when they were like in the military or something and they were cleaning urinals all the time, there was one urinal that had like a target in it at a certain spot, and that it was always cleaner, less splashback on the ground out like around that one specific urinal. So in Amsterdam's airports, they engraved like a picture of a little fly in all of the urinals at a
interesting, so that you
specific
aim at
spot.
it.
So that people would
reduce
aim their
splashback.
stream at the fly, and it would reduce splashback because if it hit that one specific spot, it wasn't gonna.
I feel like I do this naturally, and I don't know if I'm pissing in the optimal spot, but I will do that thing
You know your angles.
where you're aiming for like the side or
Yeah.
the corner, so it's not at least splashing back on. Like I don't know where the splash is going ultimately
but you know it's not coming out at you.
onto my pants or my
Yeah.
and you know these angles.
You know these angles.
You also
Everyone
know
knows
the
their
quiet
angles.
angle when
Yes.
you're
Of course.
in a normal toilet at your
Hit the
home.
side of the
You're
bowl,
going to
And you know
Ease
the
it right
loud
in,
angle
like
when
a-
you're trying to flex a
yeah,
ladder.
yeah, you're going
Send a
center of the
vessel.
water.
That's cool.
I love. Speaking of the sort of the splash, they invented a new urinal mat. At least within the past 20 years or so. You know the sort of rubbery carpet?
Yes.
Rubbery. It's got like
Rubbery.
Oh
Right.
yes, I do know what you're
And
talking
it's
about.
sort of like, it's like wider than
it's
like a
wide,
little-
and if you hit it directly, it sort of nullifies all splash and just starts to make like a big foam.
yeah.
Because
yeah.
now the foam is registering
I've
with you.
seen it.
You're
It's
remembering
like
the foam
sound
you've
baffling,
made.
but for piss.
Yeah.
Exactly
It
right.
does with piss what foam does with sound.
And because there's
Probably
all those
nasty
little,
warning on this part.
all those little
I mean,
rubber,
they've tuned
Yeah.
out.
yeah.
all those little rubber fingers are sort of like there's no way it can splash out of
Yeah.
there. You know.
When I was in elementary
I like
school, it was always like, how much of the little urinal cake can you destroy? You know?
Oh, 'cause
It's
it
like,
would
how much
dissolve.
can you wear it down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
People that don't use urinals don't know that exists, and I think it's fascinating. People have like just never been in like a men's restroom.
Don't know about the urinal cake.
I'm like
The cake's sometimes ice that you can melt. Sometimes
Yeah.
they just
I
dump a
like
bunch of ice in there.
I like
Yeah.
ice.
It's nice
Ice
to have
is
ice.
fun.
No, I
Yeah.
like the ice in the urinal.
And then it's like my pee
I don't
is
want a clip of me saying I like
icy
ice.
cold. You know, it's kind of cool to see.
You just
Yeah.
gave him two.
You're right.
I don't want to get a clip of me saying.
I don't want a clean clip of me saying this. I just find urinal cakes fascinating. I think there's this particular smell that often is doubled in like car air fresheners. And
Yeah.
like, this is the same smell. You can't do this. You have made your car smell like a toilet.
Yeah.
I'm not a person who has a lot of specific memories from my childhood. I like, they're sort of disparate and I don't know, but I do
Must
have
be
a
nice.
very, I have a very specific memory
I like that.
in grade school of being in like maybe second grade and all the boys in the bathroom were stepping away from the urinals as they peed to see who
How
could-
far?
Yeah.
Did this happen to all of us?
Yep.
Did we all go to the same grade school? Was this
I have a very distinct memory of until I was a latchkey kid, I was kind of an after school program kid. And I remember one of the places there was a kid that was like, I just remember like an animal from Jumanji. He was standing on the sink.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And I was like,
peeing?
yeah.
Whoa.
And I was like, what are we doing here? And I remember telling my mom, and I don't think we went there again after that.
I remember being at like a huge live event somewhere, some stadium somewhere where the women's rooms were so like the line was so long that the women were just peeing in the sinks in the men's room.
That's awesome.
That is. That's how it should be.
That's when
they shouldn't
everyone's
have to
just
do
like,
that,
hey,
but-
That's how it
this
should
is
be.
humanity, you know?
But they should, you shouldn't be forced to wait in a line. I feel like, and again, it's the Quizard's whim, so I don't know if this would ever happen, but I think that public restrooms would be a topic worth revisiting when there aren't 4 men
No.
on the pod.
That's become a problem on the show
world,
sometimes. Yeah.
I feel like, of public restroom experience that we're not even really speaking to
This
right
is
now.
part one of many.
Yeah.
Yeah,
When-
most
when-
likely.
Did you all have when you were kids? You were like the women's bathroom has a couch in it.
I heard about.
I've
Yes,
heard
you've
about
heard
it.
legend of like there's a
yeah.
whole fucking like lounge in
Yeah,
there.
yeah. You're like the women's bathroom's 3 times.
I've
as
heard
big.
about it, but I've never seen it.
I went into the women's restroom by mistake in my high school once, just not realizing it. I was after school for like a rehearsal for like a play or something that I was doing. Walked in there, went into a stall. I did clock. I'm like,
No urinals,
no
huh?
urinals in this one.
But
That's weird.
that can happen.
But that can
sometimes
happen.
Yeah.
So I went into a stall, started doing my thing, and then I saw girl shoes under the under the
This
stall.
has happened to me. This happened to me at
Girl
I think the
shoes.
Universal. I was like a PA and I was dropping something off at Universal and I was like, I'm gonna get fired. Like,
I was like, yeah, I was so I hiked my feet up
Because you were wearing
waited.
boy shoes.
I was wearing identifiably boy shoes.
Hiding is not.
yeah, now it's worse. Now it's
Well, what do you say? Like, I guess like it's worse if they find you.
and you're up like this.
You should always put a ghost face costume in your back.
Yeah,
This
that's
is a rush
optimal.
out. Rush out.
But yeah, then I just waited and like was like trying desperately to hear if there was any other activity, and waited until it was empty, and then just booked it out of there.
Yeah.
Just like hoped that no one would see me exiting it. But yeah, that was frightening.
I did that at I worked at a company. I worked at EA and
Must be nice.
it was fun. And I went into the restroom and I was like, they keep their restrooms really clean here. And then I used the restroom, got to wash my hands, and then I was like, "Oh, that was the window."
There's not
It's just-
piss everywhere.
It's crazy.
I've been on that end of it, but I've also been walking into an empty, more or less empty men's room, and like a woman will walk out, and I'll be like, "Whoa!"
Yeah.
And she'll be-
Hey.
it's happened once or twice. It's always very fun.
Let me get into my fourth fact here. The fourth fact, my second.
Oh, I see.
This is about Alley's Act, the Restroom Access Act. Do you all know about this?
No.
I found
I
this
don't think so.
fascinating. In many states in America, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Illinois, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, New Hampshire, New York, Ohio,
many states.
Oregon, Tennessee, Texas, Washington, D.C., and Wisconsin. It's about 22.
Okay, Animaniacs.
If you hear your state, pay attention.
Was Illinois on that list?
Yes, it was.
Okay, good to know.
You said them really fast.
I was,
Well,
I
you know,
couldn't
it's-
understand you.
Was
Slow the
California
tape down.
Was California on the list?
Yeah, of course it was.
Cool.
Of course it was.
Well, it's a progressive law. Requires a place of business to be open to the public. It requires a place of business open to the public for sale of goods that has a toilet facility for its employees to allow any individual who has eligible medical conditions or uses an ostomy device lawfully. This is actually the legalese of it, so it doesn't really make any sense. You can ask for the restroom. They have to let you use it if you have Crohn's, ulcerative colitis, other inflammatory bowel diseases, irritable bowel syndrome, or use any medical condition or use any medical device.
And you can just go in and be like, I have IBS.
Yeah,
Like,
well,
they're
that's
not
what I
gonna
was
be
going to
like,
say.
No.
They're going to be like, show me.
There is a system for it. There is it's called a restroom access card. And you have to apply, and it will say what you have on it.
Whoa.
And you say, you have to let me use the
I
restroom.
wonder if this is true of the Pinkberry on Hyperion.
It's if it's a business in
didn't let me
California.
into.
It's a business in California that
But
has
like,
more than
I don't think they even
How
have a
many
bathroom there for the
at
employees.
Pinkberry are being trained that
Well,
if somebody
that's what I'm
comes and
wondering.
flashes
That's
you
why I
a card
wanna
that says
know.
I have Crohn's disease, you have to let me shit here,
I think-
are trained to be like, that's real and okay.
I think
Yeah.
probably if you have a business that doesn't have a restroom available for customers, you are telling your staff that, and you're probably going, legally, if they show you this card, you do have to let them use it, but otherwise say that the restroom's not for customers.
Yeah. And well, here's the fine if you don't do it. $100. So it's not really enforced all
Yeah.
that hard. But I think, so you have to have a restroom for your employees. Like, you don't have to have a restroom for your employees,
Yeah.
but maybe you do. But if you have a restroom for your employees and there's more than three people working at any time, then you have to adhere to this law. It's called Alley's Act or the Restroom Access Act.
This is a classic progressive law where you hear it and you go, all right, it sounds kind of good. And then they go, yeah, so to qualify for it, you have to go fill out a form. And then if the business has X number of people, then in certain contexts, this will happen.
And if they don't do it, it'll cost $8.
There's virtually no penalty for them to not do it.
No enforcement system for those fines.
Essentially. But I found that fascinating. I didn't know.
Let's move on to my final fact.
Okay.
This is about a Japanese urban legend called Akamanto. Dating back to the 1930s, it's a masked spirit, wears a red cloak, and appears in public restrooms or school bathrooms. And as you're about to wipe, Akamanto appears. And I'm going to pose this question to you all, and you can tell me how you'd answer. Akamanto will ask, red toilet paper or blue toilet paper?
Like Morpheus?
A little bit.
I'm going to go blue because red toilet paper grosses me out.
I probably am also going to go blue. Because what if on this one bizarre occasion I have blood in my butt and I wouldn't know?
But how color blue? Before you reveal the answer, can I do something?
Yeah.
Do you want to see how far the bathroom drain goes? Sorry.
I don't know that I totally even understand what is being proposed. Like, so
like you're about to wipe, and
Yes.
the ghost appears and goes, red toilet paper or blue toilet paper? And you have to pick.
Do you see it?
Okay. I mean, I get that, but like, then what happens? Like, you have blue toilet
well, I guess
paper?
Well, I'm going to tell you what
Okay,
happens.
well, yeah, I'd like to know.
So we both pick blue.
You
yeah,
pick
we
blue.
both pick blue.
You both pick blue?
Yeah.
Red.
If you pick red,
What's going to happen to me?
you will be slashed. Resulting in your clothes being drenched with blood.
Okay.
Red.
So, yeah.
Sure.
The red.
Could have.
If you choose blue, you will be strangled.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Well.
So you don't
And
want
your-
to
your-
answer.
Your face will turn blue.
Your face will turn blue.
So this is sort of this is kind of the Anton Sugar. Do you want to play a game?
Yeah,
where
yeah.
as soon as the question's being asked, you're done. You're in trouble.
Shit.
I'll probably
Yeah.
just stick with the white. I
Yeah.
guess, at
now
that
you
point.
can try to trick Akamanto
I'm good.
by saying yellow, and Akamanto will get very mad and drown you in your own shit and piss.
Wow.
Dunk your head in
Why
the
would you want to
toilet.
do that?
So how do you get away from that?
Yeah. what
There
is
are
the-
ways to get away from
Escape.
Akamanto.
Akamanto.
Oh yeah, and if you say a color other than red, blue, or yellow, he drags you to the underworld.
Okay. So what happens down
Seems
there?
Like the worst one.
Might be okay.
I
down
think it's
there.
just hell.
Oh.
I think it's like hell.
Hmm.
You can escape by not answering,
the no wipe.
or
But
you
then
can
you have to have a
run
dirty
away.
You can just run away.
That's right.
Why would you not just do that?
This is why we do this show to let
To
people
inform
know these
people.
That
things.
is
Someone
good to know.
asks you
If
red
you run
toilet
into
paper or blue.
Akamanto,
Now this, and we can cut this if this is too grim, but this to me feels like sort of the mayor of Amityville. Is that the Jaws town?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where it's like we had a bad person in the town who was going into the school bathrooms, and the mayor's like, no, it's a ghost. It's a urban legend.
This is a toilet town.
Yeah. No, so there's actually this ghost that's been coming by. That's all that is.
Just in case you do see him,
yeah,
though, here's
right.
what you do.
here's
You run away.
Do not answer his questions. Run.
That makes sense.
In some versions, the Akamanto is a hairy ghost called a Kainade who lives in the toilet, and a hairy arm of the chosen color will rise out of the toilet and fondle your behind.
Fondle your behind.
Did you use that? Is that your verbiage, or did you read that somewhere?
That's what it said. It said fondle your behind.
Fondle your behind.
Also, allegedly, there's a version of this in a couple Zelda games.
Interesting.
Oh.
Skyward Sword, I think it said.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a ghost that's like asking for toilet paper that's loosely based on it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
There's no toilet in them.
He's not fondling your behind.
Cool.
Pretty cool, though.
Cool. But if
Akamanto.
there's mods that you can install that it will do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Akamanto mod.
Link to my ass. Link. I mean, whatever. It's just putting up numbers sometimes. Hand dryers versus paper towels.
Okay, yes.
Yeah,
Real
yeah,
quick,
yeah.
has
I was
anyone
hoping
ever
we'd talk
done
about that.
link in my bio and then you go to the bio and it's you click the link and it's just Google image results of link?
I think I have seen this.
Okay.
That's good.
Okay.
That's good.
Good.
That's good.
That's good.
Glad.
Good.
At
Making
least
sure that
someone's
got done.
done.
Just making sure that got done.
You're like a middle manager. Just want to make sure somebody's done this. Circle back. Has anyone put this link in their bio? I hear about the and I know that we're kind of nearing the end of our time here, so I don't want to get into a big thing. I probably should have done this first. But the hand dryers versus paper towels debate is a long, and heated one. No
Heated
pun
like the
intended.
hand dryer.
Yeah. No, really, no pun intended. But everybody says that the towels are more hygienic.
Yep.
And it is absolutely true.
Yeah,
like by a long
Because the
shot.
other one just sprays poop all over.
Yeah,
the
it
roof,
just
right?
sprays all your shit everywhere.
They did this on Mythbusters. There have been many testing about it, but
But if you're washing them, is there poop on your hands?
That's what I'm wondering as well.
that is the thing that the Big Air wants to talk about. They want to say, look, it's not necessarily. I mean, they're kind of moving away from the fact that it is in fact less hygienic because not only are you removing you're keeping it contained to the hands, but you're also removing more from your hands.
Yeah.
With the paper towels.
It's the same thing of if you got honey all over your hands and you just blow dry them versus getting to like.
But you're washing.
After you wash
Could
your
you
hands,
imagine a
presumably.
bidet that's just air? Just high pressure air.
Like one of those
hardens
keyboard
like clay.
cleaner
Yeah.
things.
just shoots you out of the room.
Just bakes it.
Oh, I guess I'll try the air function.
Can of compressed air straight up your asshole. But no, I mean, I think there's, if I'm thinking about this right, even if you're washing your hands, I mean, they say this about your bathroom in your house too, that like, unless you're closing the lid,
You have to close
I close the lid.
Your toilet
is
is
an adamant
shit bomb.
lid closer.
You have to
spraying
close
shit
the
all
lid.
over your.
I'm an adamant lid closer.
And
Yeah.
there aren't lids in most public restrooms. It's just
You're right.
open. So
Yeah.
in theory, there's usually like at least a half a dozen in these big ones, just shit cannons that are spraying shit all over the room all the time, which is getting, at least in part, into that
nasty warning.
dryer.
Retroactive nasty warning.
Retroactive.
I do have to. I feel like you got to go through life knowing that germs and bacteria. There's gonna be an amount.
Oh yeah,
I'm same way.
The empowering way to deal with it is to go. It's actually dangerous for me if I don't get germs.
Right.
I
Soft
need,
germ.
Yeah, I need a little bit of
system.
germs to keep my body going.
Yeah, that's a good wrap up. Final closing thoughts. That no matter what,
There's shit out there.
There's
And it's
shit out
probably
there.
flying into your mouth and flying into your food.
And your body is a
there's just
temple
air
that is
everywhere.
dealing with it all and turning it into
and your
gold.
body's saying
doing a great
little
job.
bit. That's fine.
Yeah.
a little bit is fine. And if it goes up, if it's back there and it goes up, guess what? We're blowing it.
We're
out.
blown
no
it out.
problem for me. Maybe just eat a salad this week. But otherwise, no
Please,
problem
I
for me.
beg of you.
Get some fiber, please, God.
but that is the final word on the hand driver. There's a really long, really thorough Guardian article I was reading yesterday, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is still going," about the history of the air dryer, the debate, thoughts from both sides, and really it does come down to, regardless, you gotta wash your hands better.
Yeah.
That is really
you got to spend some time.
that is really the way
You got to do sort of the
combat.
Between-
You're probably if you're like kind of spending your time focusing on the paper towel part of it, it really is. You could just kind
You've
of
lost the
negate
plot.
all of it by washing your hands properly, which is just something that people don't do well enough.
What about the Dyson dip?
The dip, I don't like that one in particular.
It's pretty weird.
It's because it's like, I accept that the stuff's blowing everywhere. So I'm like, let it blow everywhere. But now I'm putting my hands in the sort of germ zone
Yeah,
where it's
it's
like
blowing it
all the
back
shit
around.
is
Yeah.
concentrated in this little
and it's
area.
all dripping down into the bottom there.
Yeah. Which then when the wind starts up, it's just going to, it's just covering my hands in the
It's like one of
days.
those tubes with all the money where you try to grab as many, except it's germs.
The suck tube.
The suck
Suck
tube,
suck
and
tube.
we're back.
When we're back,
Pneumatic.
do I have anything else on that? Drying your hands regardless is better than not drying your hands because that spreads germs much faster. So hand dryers are better than not. paper towels are better, but then there's the whole eco-friendly part of it.
I'm
We're
pat
using a lot
drying
of-
if there's only an air dryer usually.
I'm drying on my jeans all the time. I don't care.
Even when it's just flimsy paper towel and you go like 3 paper towels in and you're like, there's still sort of some moisture on
wipe
my
it.
hands.
Sometimes I do dry in my hair too. You do that?
No.
Rubbing the shit a little bit.
I'm just like, whatever.
I do not get the people who are like, they're using the restroom. I see this a lot, and they go washing their face, and
That's crazy.
no, you've never seen people in the bathroom that are like washing their face.
They're like
I'm
splashing
brother,
their
what
face?
are you going through?
Frankly, I've done it.
What is the premise?
Okay, do you ever have the thing where you're like, there is a sheen of oil on my face and I can't stop thinking about it now? Just
I'm a dry guy. Maybe
Okay.
you're more
I
skin.
kind of have oily skin, so as the day goes on, if I was real sweaty or something, and I'm like, okay, now the sweat has dried, but I
see.
still sort of feel the sheen all
Just
over
get some
me.
lotion.
I should just get those like wipes. You
Yeah,
put
yeah,
on
yeah,
your
yeah.
face.
Body
But
blend.
sometimes you're at the
For sure.
movie and you're going, I can't sit through this whole movie thinking about my oily face.
That's
I'm just
true.
gonna
I get
kinda
that.
Give it a
Yeah.
scrub.
I get
Give it a
that.
quick rinse.
And you know what? That gets to the final point that I have about public restrooms. There are certainly tiers of them.
Oh, yeah.
Quality. There's
100%.
every device has a great version and a bad version of it. Regardless, any public restroom is nicer than not one at all.
I
In my
agree.
opinion.
It's nice to
Amen
it's
to
nice to
that.
poop and pee.
The only thing I would say about a public restroom is the ones where the sink, you just hit it and then it will shut off after 10 seconds. That needs to be
Nasty.
gotten rid of.
Yeah.
That needs to be banned.
That's
I
better
agree.
than the automatic.
any
That's
of it.
Those are
that.
the worst.
I think you
give me a twist
just
or
let me
a
just
lever.
control my own water.
Yeah.
Give me a twist or a lever.
Yeah.
I guess the point is that they don't want people to just leave it on, which I'm sure people do. If you
People
give
do.
them the
It's
option.
disgusting.
I did see someone said, I read in that article, someone was like, we switched to hand dryers and we have saved $100,000 a year because we do not have to keep unclogging these toilets.
Wow. That's okay.
So if you want to have the good version of the thing you want, and this goes for almost everything across the board, treat the chances that you have at it with respect.
Yes. Respect the restroom.
And be a normal person.
One last thing I want to celebrate, and it's the exit. So this is well timed, but when they have the little foot pedal on the door,
Yeah.
I'm not even a big germaphobe, but
It's nice.
I love that little clawed foot thing.
Yeah.
Get it in the ruts of your shoe and pull it back.
I do like that. There are arm ones.
Hands free. Arm ones.
There are like hand
Where you
ones.
sort
You
of-
can put your.
Oh.
And I always think of that one scene in Planet Terror where the girl is trying to she has
arm
the
can
shots in her
snap?
arms and her hands aren't working, and so she puts her hand in the car door
Oh my God.
and to open it up, and she trips. She slips and it breaks her arm.
Oh,
Nasty.
You do the foot to flush?
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah.
Always.
Oh, yeah.
And I
Something
want-
nice and
A lot of times I
satisfying
use
about
my
that.
foot to open
Oh, yeah.
to
I do
lift the
that
toilet
too.
I'll do
seat
that
up.
too.
Shane, you're a fellow tall guy. Do you do the thing I do where I go, not many people can touch these parts of the door, so I should touch them.
Always do the top.
Yes. I'm always leaning because I'm going less chances of fingers on
Yeah.
these parts. So
Yeah.
I will grab at the tops of things.
Grab at the
Interesting.
top.
Yeah.
Smart.
But really, how much of your life is robbed by all of these concerns anyway?
It's true.
Poetic.
No, I love to grab at the top. Oh,
Must be
did you ever
nice.
get this? It's a real quick tall guys thing.
The credits are rolling.
I was at the grocery store yesterday. A woman said, "Can I borrow your height?"
Yes.
That's nice.
I got a can of beans for.
I had a thing a few days ago. I was at Home Depot getting a few things, and this very sweet old couple was there, and they wanted this specific flower that was like too far away to reach. And I go up to them and I was like, "Do you want me to grab that for you?" And the guy goes, "No." And I was like, "Okay, sorry, I'll go."
Thought you were moving in.
Yeah. It's like, well, what a chance to be a good Samaritan.
Yeah.
I might as well take it. And he was just like, "Get the fuck away
Put
from
yourself
me."
out there.
I'm-
Agency, actually.
I'm always ready to offer help. I'll never do it because of that scenario.
Yeah.
right there. So I'll just wait
It was
around.
humbling. Yeah.
Boys, thank you so much.
Yeah,
for
we learned a
joining
lot
us
today.
A joy to be here.
Yeah.
Really our pleasure.
I hope you all had a fun time listening to this. Hopefully it wasn't too nasty.
Be sure to tune into Everything Now.
Everything
Please
Now,
do.
twitch.tv/everything now. Show,
Everything Now Show.
Everything Now Show.
YouTube.com/@ or no at.
I think probably just look up Everything Now Show as one word.
It's so much
You will
fun.
find all the links. If you Google Everything Now Show as one word, you'll find all that
And
shit.
I want to shout incredible real you guys are making incredible short form content as well.
Thank
Some of the best in the biz, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
God bless.
Yeah.
We talk about ENS.
The best branded ad I've seen in a long time for those
some good
toothpicks.
stuff.
Yeah, that was fun.
Thank you.
Please, and then we've been on there before.
Yeah,
and,
there's
yes,
a very
God
recent
willing.
episode with these two that was hilarious.
Yes, check that out. If you
Yeah.
Google Everything Now Show and then either of our gracious hosts' names, you will probably receive a VOD of their episode.
Thank you again for joining us, Quizard. Thank you for sucking.
Oh, we
them
got to
up.
put the facts away.
Oh yeah.
We're going to send him his facts. We put this shit in the fuck tube and then he...
No, we don't call it
Sucks us
fuck
off.
tube. Don't call it the fuck tube. Just, I mean, if someone wants to make art of that, I guess it's really up to them.
I hope the Quizard shows up in another one of my dreams.
Me too.
That'd be cool. Let us know. Let us know if that happens.
I wonder if he'll do other movies.
Yeah.
He did Thelma and Louise. Maybe he's a Ridley guy.
Yeah.
Ooh, maybe we'll do Megalopolis together.
That would be
Or the
really
Last
interesting.
Duel.
Whoa.
Let me send this shit. Anything else?
I
Anything
thought,
else you
I
want to
thought
share?
you said The Last Detail, and I was like,
What's the last detail?
that's the one where Jack Nicholson has to take Randy Quaid to naval jail. Cool. He like befriends him over the course
That'd be
of
a
the
good
movie.
one to do.
It was like the Quizard having to take me to jail and just kind of kicking it with me the whole time.
Anything else you want to shout out?
We talked about our show. That's kind of the only thing I do.
Hell
Yeah. Chris Tcholakian on all socials. Follow me on Letterboxd.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Absolutely.
818-275-4585 if you got a voicemail or an email us email us at quizardspit@gmail.com.
And it's happening.
Okay, we're gonna
Or he's going to spit you back.
Oh my God.
All right, you're going back.
See you next week, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Oh!